XRP has recently seen an absolute explosion. It's been dominating the headlines. It's been captivating crypto enthusiasts around the world with this magnificent explosion in price. But what is about to happen could be even crazier. You see, it started with the explosion, and then last month's candle, it ended devastatingly terrible. This candle right here that printed last month is called a shooting star candle, often found after an enormous explosion. And it simply means that instead of the bulls being in control and exploding more, that bears have taken control. It was devastating to the XRP community because they were on an absolute rocket ship and it was hit in the face, and price went all the way up last month to almost $3, but it closed all the way back down here at $2. It was like climbing a mountaintop and being kicked in the face and rolling almost all the way back down the mountaintop. But guess what? Don't count XRP out, because what it's trying to do right now, right before your eyes, could change everything. It's such a signal of strength. And in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what it's trying to do right now. And I'm going to give you a simple step-by-step process where you, even if you don't know anything about the charts, you are going to be able to follow this simple philosophy, and you're going to be able to sit in your chair a couple days from now and know if XRP did it. And if XRP did it, prices are going to explode. It's such a sign of strength. You don't need to know the charts. I'm going to break it down exactly when this momentous opportunity is going to happen and exactly how you can follow along at home. And I'm going to tell you, if this monumental thing doesn't happen, what happens then? In the video today, I'm going to break down each component step by step, simple and clear, and you are going to leave with the knowledge and power of this move XRP is gearing to make right before our eyes. Let's get into it. Welcome. I'm Steve. Here we deliver honest, sponsorship-free TA with genuine value. Subscribe for a no BS approach that actually helps you. Subscribe. So here we are. We're on the XRP US dollar. We are on the monthly chart. And today we're looking at two aspects of the chart. One, price action with this ridiculous candle that we printed last month, this shooting star candle. That is a bearish reversal candle. However, there is a way out of it. If XRP is able to show ridiculous strength, I'm going to explain how it can null and void this shooting star. And is it likely that this is going to happen? And what should we expect after if we were to do such a thing? And more importantly, how can you figure out if XRP is about to make this legendary move with simple step-by-steps? So we've got price action above, and today we're going to be jumping into the volume, and that's where we're going to start because the volume plays hand in hand with what is happening in price right now. So let's take a dive into volume. You are going to become an expert on volume, and I'm going to keep it really, really simple. So you can see these bars at the bottom. This is the volume. What I want you to do is hop on the indicators. What you're going to do is you're going to type in volume. When you do that, there's going to be all sorts of different options. I want you to pick the super clean one that just says volume. I want you to double click on that bad boy and it's going to come up just like this. If you're on XRP US dollar monthly chart on Bitstamp, it will look exactly identical to what I have here. What you'll notice right away is there are red bars and green bars. And like most charts, red means bad and green means good. But what is volume? Well, we're on a monthly chart today, so simply put, the volume is how much buying and selling is happening that month. That's it. You can look and you can say, oh, I get it. These are big in green, which green means good, and there's a lot of buying and selling, which means green means there's more buying than selling. So you can look at this and you say, oh, wow, I get it. That means more people were buying this month in November than in the past year and a half since this one, which is July 23. And that would be precisely correct. That's how to look at volume, right? You can see this bar right here got even bigger in December, which means there was even more buying and selling, and still more than the past year and a half. Simply put, that is volume. How much buying or selling? And if it's red, it simply means there was more selling than buying. And the size of the bar just means how much, simply put, right? So recently, a lot of buying and selling. Before that, not very much, right? That's very simple how to understand volume. Now, when you look deeper at it, it started with that November burst in price, right? And you can see it reflected here in volume, and you can see it reflected in price. And you can see it that the volume showed largest in a year and a half, and you can see price was even larger than even since the top in 2021 in terms of the size of the candle, right? That simply means that XRP started with its price at open down here at 50 cents and it closed up here at $2. In other words, at the first of the month, it started here, and at the end of the month, it ended here. It was a pretty good month, judging by the other candles. Pretty much the largest candle since the 2021 top. That started this volume thing here. Then it got even bigger in December, and here we are with lower volume. By the way, XRP fans, I'm going to drop a bomb with this chart right here in my next video. So hit that subscribe. You do not want to miss this next video. That is a key I want you to remember. You can see it clear as day right here that we got big volume in November, which means a lot of buying and selling. Then even more in December, even more buying and selling. But right now, as we speak, in this candle, this monthly candle, there's less buying and selling than the past two. Huge clue. Keep that in your back pocket. We will revisit it. Now let's get to price action, because this is where things start to get a little bit crazy. We had this huge explosion in price. XRP captivated the world, and everyone wondered, is this over? And the next month came December. This is where XRP tried to take that powerful step forward, and it did for a while. Price rose all the way up here to $3, right? In the middle of December, as Christmas was approaching, right? XRP had risen all the way up to $3. The problem is it was met with huge selling pressure. In other words, tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. When it got up to $3, there was a lot of heavy hitters who took profits, and it was like a domino, a chain reaction, and everything started to shift downward. So that huge step forward that XRP tried to take, as it climbed that mountain, it just peeked its head right over the mountaintop, and someone just kicked him right in the face, and he went tumbling down 3/4 of the mountain, and it closed all the way back down here at $2. Now, this is a classic textbook shooting star candle, which tells the market, again, market psychology is so important, which if you're new to the channel, welcome. You finally found a channel that you understand, that's spitting facts. That's why you just subscribe. But when you look at this candle, it went all the way up to $3. It closed at $2. The psychology behind it, it's very important to understand that. Whether you're a long-term trader or a long-term investor, or you're a short-term trader, whoever you are, the psychology is very important. This shooting star tells us that the market had shifted from bullish to bearish. Simply put, the bulls were in control up until this point. This candle clearly dictates, not up for debate, that the bears took control. That's not my opinion. None of what I said in this video so far is my opinion. These are all just plain and simple, bona fide facts. This tells the market, this told the XRP community, watch out, right? The following candle, which we're in right now, is so important because XRP has two choices. That person that kicked him in the face when he climbed up the mountaintop, yeah, he can come back up and knock that person cold out. That's option one. Option two, continue to fall down the mountaintop, couldn't get their grip. Those are the two options for XRP, and I'm going to explain both scenarios clearly and simply, right? So what we're in right now is XRP is trying to climb back up the mountain and punch that person in the face. Simply put, in order to do this and null and void the shooting star, we have to do very particular things. We'll get into that in a moment. Let's talk a moment about shooting stars. What is a shooting star candle? Shooting star candle, this one right here, can be found at the tops of rallies, and it signals a bearish reversal if the following candle does certain things, right? So it has a thin body at the bottom. It has a long upper wick, which tells you it was met with heavy resistance, tons of selling pressure. In other words, that month it went really, really high and dropped really, really far, pretty much near the open, right? If it's a very, very thin body and little to no lower wick and a large upper wick, it's called a gravestone doji. If it has a little fatter body like this, fatter body simply means it opened and closed a little bit further apart, then it's a shooting star candle. If it has an upper wick that's more than a couple times the size of the body and little to no lower wick, that by definition is a textbook shooting star candle. In order to be confirmed as a shooting star candle, the next candle has to do very specific things. And if it doesn't do these things, it has the opportunity to be one of the most legendary, powerful moves seen in recent years for XRP. In other words, XRP has an opportunity to climb to the top of the mountain again and punch that person cold out with the left hook to the face. And this way means it takes out that shooting star candle and null and voids it. It has to do specific things on the candle and with the volume. The volume is going to play a critical role. Consider the volume the friend of this candle, and they're trying to work together in tandem to take over the world, right? So what we have on our hands right now is XRP right before our eyes is trying to do something absolutely legendary. Just look at the price. Right now, it is trying to get above the prior high of that shooting star candle, and it's done so for the majority of the past couple weeks. But here's the key. At the end of the month, XRP has to close above the high of the shooting star candle. In other words, let's go to the shooting star candle from December. You're on the monthly chart. You're following along at home. You just subscribed. We've got the monthly chart right here. $2.93, right? XRP on January 31st needs to be above $2.93. By the way, shout out to the XRP Army. I want you to share this video right now with someone in the XRP Army to help them. Share it now. When the time hits 11:59 UTC time, I want you to sit at home and follow these rules. That's rule number one. XRP has to close above that price. If it doesn't, we're going to talk about what could happen next, because that would be a little bit devastating. Let's stay on the positive for a minute, and towards the end of the video, I'm going to explain, well, what if it doesn't close at this price? Now, imagine we fast forward a couple days. We're at the last day of the month. It's 11:59 UTC time. You look at the XRP price and it closes above $2.93, which, by the way, right now we are above $2.93. Let's see what happens. But that's step number one. It's got to close above there. Step number two, we need really strong volume. If XRP closes above $2.93 and has strong volume, it is further confirmation that it null and voided the shooting star candle. In other words, climbed back to the top of the mountain, knocked that guy out, and now it's standing on the top of the mountain by itself, right? So what is strong volume? Well, when we look at it, we say, okay, in November, we clearly had strong volume. How do we know? Well, number one, it was green. That means good. And it was quite literally bigger, right? More buying and selling than the past year and a half, since July 2023. Then we go to the next month, even more buying and selling, not by a lot, but a little bit, still incredibly strong. Now we dropped in volume. What does that mean? That means that the trend right now, as we stand right now, again, we haven't closed this candle in price. This closes at the end of the month. We haven't closed this bar of volume. That closes at the end of the month, same time as the candle. But as it stands now, what does it say that the volume now is a little bit less than the volume of these past two? Well, it simply tells the market, the psychology of it is, hey, these past 2 months, meaning November and December, had more trading volume, more buying and selling than the past year and a half. And then we dipped a little bit, which means it tells us, the market, it tells us the psychology is the trend is still strong, but there could be trouble ahead. Now, these are monthly candles. Trouble ahead doesn't mean tomorrow or the next day. Monthly candles don't care about today or tomorrow. Monthly candles, we're talking about the next several months. The signals to the market, yes, a lot of buying and selling, but it dipped a little bit. Strong trend, but potential problems ahead, simply put. Now, let's talk about that other scenario. Now you understand when this is going to happen. You have the clear-cut rules. Get above $2.93, have strong volume. You understand all of that. But what is very, very important, what if that doesn't happen? What if we sit here on January 31st, 11:59 UTC time, and we're below $2.93? What happens then? Well, I've got bad news for you. Tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. If that were to happen, that means that this candle, the shooting star candle, is confirmed. The only way to null and void the shooting star is if XRP closes above $2.93 and has great volume. If either of those two things are not true, the shooting star candle wins, meaning we tried to get back up to the top of the mountain now, and we got kicked in the face again and rolled down the hill. We don't want that to happen. So the shooting star candle is technically a bearish reversal. That's what it is. It's found at the tops of rallies and signals a reversal on price. If XRP fails to close above here and null and void this, the shooting star candle is still in control, and we'll have to wait to the next candle to see if XRP is in trouble. Now, to be very, very clear, when you make a shooting star candle, the next candle, in order to really strongly confirm this shooting star candle, the price of that following candle, the one we're in now, needs to close below the low of the shooting star candle. In other words, the low of the shooting star candle is $1.87. So to be a textbook shooting star, it would have to close the monthly candle that we're in now below $1.87, which seems unrealistic at this moment, although anything could happen. But these are the facts. Hit that subscribe button and let's see what XRP can do at the end of this month. Share this video. The XRP community needs to hear this. By the way, we just recently crossed 400,000 subscribers. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you. At the beginning of this bull run, we made it our goal to hit 500,000 subscribers during this bull run, and we just crossed 400. We're on fire. We have such an incredible community of folks that look at the facts and love the charts. It's just such a powerful community, so thank you.